Yeah, Cypress Road, northbound, you're toast. You will not make it for dinner.
So how should I go home today, Mr. NASCAR? I'm going to get home in 10 minutes. Well, you live here, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just
now, I live at the
gave away your
station. I
location.
don't stop sleeping. Okay. No, you give away my location. My security guards won't let you in. So if I was you, I would take 75.
75, which is the Turnpike? I don't know some of this stuff.
I-75 is Interstate 75.
Okay.
The Florida Turnpike is the less stress way. That's different.
Okay.
If you take 75, you can either get on 826 Express Lanes Palmetto South or 75 to the Turnpike and then bang a left on 836 West. It's going to take you right home near the ballpark. You have options.
You just gave away my location.
Near the ballpark?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, the population near the ballpark.
Very
few people
location.
that live near that ballpark. Yeah. So, but whatever, it's up to you. Sorry, I'm just not. I'm home in 10 minutes.
Stop with the phone, Kyle.
I'm home in 10 minutes. So, when you get home, I'll see you at some point. Why? Yeah. People could hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay.
Just don't bang your phone like that.
Okay. So it's 6:04. I'm gonna pull up MLB Network here on my phone, because Skip Schumacher, in my best guesstimation, is going to win National League Manager of the Year, and if he doesn't, I'm going to riot.
I'll join. So hold on. Can I make the case real quick? I want to make this very clear.
Hey, there's Skip.
About he's on?
With Brian Snitker and Craig Counsell, the new manager of the Chicago Cubs.
What's Skip wearing?
The Team Negu, his bracelet. It's, I think, the Kids with Cancer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
Yes. And who's doing the interview? Roflo?
No.
Robert Flores?
No. Harold Reynolds is with him.
You can't put the volume on because then that would be like copyright.
No, I might do that. Go ahead. Make your case.
Well, here's my thing about Manager of the Year. If the award is to the manager that if you took them away from that team, okay, they would not be in the position where they would be at, then to me it's a very easy choice, and I'm not just saying that from a Marlins perspective, because if you were to take, and I have the ultimate respect for managerials around baseball, managers around baseball, and I respect the position very much so. But if you take Snitker off Atlanta, okay, I'm not going to sit here and say they're still a 110 win team. No, I don't think that. They're still going to the playoffs, Kyle. Ronald Acuna Jr., they're 2023 All-Stars, ready? Acuna, Arcia, Sean Murphy, Spencer Strider, Bryce Elder, Matt Olson, Ozzie Albies.
Keep going now.
Austin Riley. I mean, Kyle, that roster was one of the best teams that we've ever seen, okay? And again, Snitker is an awesome manager. But if you were to take him away, do the Braves still make the playoffs?
The answer is no, and I think the barometer...
No, the answer is yes, they still make the playoffs.
I'm sorry, yes. The barometer for Manager of the Year for me is very, very simple. Would that team have been in that position
Correct.
if it was or was not, if it wasn't for that manager?
And this is no disrespect to any of the Marlins players.
I do think that Snitker, he might make a 10-win difference, but that team is still in the playoffs.
Still going to the playoffs.
Right? The Miami Marlins are not
They're not
going
making
to the playoffs
Skip.
without Skip Schumacher.
Without the culture, because Skip has accomplished something that every human on this planet is trying to
already
accomplish.
Has his Christmas tree up. Oh, okay. That's an interesting move.
Yeah, now I just lost my thought.
No. Keep going.
What did I just say? You're not even listening.
No, I am listening. Brian Snitker going to the playoffs.
No.
The Braves.
No. What Skip Schumacher has done is what a lot of people on this planet want to do, and that's stay present and understand that tomorrow is tomorrow and yesterday was yesterday. And it's a lot easier said than done. And since day one, at least that I was there, Kyle, Skip, what are you going to do tomorrow about your pitch? You only have 2 pitchers. We're worrying about today. We'll worry about tomorrow.
One day at a time.
And I think that whole mantra completely trickled down to all the players, the staff, and they bought in. And when you have a guy like Skip Schumacher who's so easy to follow, there is something about him. He's just a guy that you want to go behind.
I agree.
And you want to follow, and you let him lead the way, and you have no fear. You just don't. I mean, if there is an alley this way or that way, Steven's going this way, Skip's going that way. And guess where Kyle's going? Kyle's going to Skip.
Nah, I
You
might
know
go
what I'm
with you
saying?
once in a while.
Nah,
You do a
I mean,
good job.
Kyle's going to Skip, and you know what? I'm going with Skip too. So I think from that perspective, his influence on this team and the culture, it was felt, and that's why I think he's manager of the year. And I thought Craig Counsell had a great year.
Craig
as well.
Counsell,
I mean, he's great.
I don't know how to put this. I'll say this as kindly as possible. I think for me, my order, again,
Go ahead. Give me the order.
The manager of the year, it's not all predicated on wins and losses. I guess ultimately it is, but it's not just how many games you won. For me, it's probably be Skip, Counsell, and then Brian Snitker. I love the Atlanta Braves. I really do. I love that team. I'm just thinking the award embodies your ability to get people to play for you and to win games, and
Correct.
Snitker does an unbelievable job of that in Atlanta. To me it just feels like an award, just for a total grinder for the team that wasn't supposed to be there, and the manager that
it's a
got
feel-good
them.
story.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't get over the Christmas tree. Do you think
okay.
it's too early for the Christmas tree?
You can't put Christmas stuff up until after Thanksgiving.
Snitker has a beautiful tree. I'm just not sure it's real. It seems premature for that to be real.
You got to get a real tree.
It's got to hang on for
You
dear
got to
life.
get I've always gotten a real tree. After
Not me.
Thanksgiving, my mother and my sisters, we go to Homedale Park and we get a new fresh tree. Now
we're talking inflation, because the price of Christmas trees is up big time.
I don't pay for it, number one. Number two, because I have to lug it in. You think I'm such a princess. I lug that bad boy in. And there's, what is it? The pine things falling everywhere.
No, those are called pine needles.
I also have allergies, so I'm also
you're a hero. Now we're talking to a hero
I'm sneezing
tonight.
up the stairs, heroically putting it on my back.
On the heels of Veterans Day, Steven is just putting himself in the mix now.
And going on and bringing this tree into the room. You got to get a real tree. Fake tree, no good.
It's great.
Real tree.
I've had one my whole
smell
life.
the pine crest or whatever it is. Again, I'm not sure what the terms are, but you can smell a good tree.
If you're looking for a good Christmas tree smell, you could also go to Bath & Body Works. They do sell candles.
Okay. Well, we don't want that.
And that fake tree comes down in a hurry, not nearly as much of a liability for the entire home to get set on fire. Not to bring the situation down.
Why would you catch on fire? What do you mean?
Pine, when it gets dry, is very susceptible to fire.
Okay, come on.
Well,
Come on. What are we going to live in fear here? What, am I going to decorate
No,
a tree?
it's
I'm not
just-
going to go to the Homedale Park for
No.
a tradition because I'm scared my house is going to burn down?
No, and in fact, my family, we actually bought 2 artificial 15-footers at the end of last year after the holidays. We did real tree again last year. It's just a disaster. Me and my old man threw it off the front porch day after Christmas. 26, it all comes down. Let's move on.
You think?
No. Well, I just don't want the home to burn down. I'm an artificial guy. Now you can do the LED lighting. You go all white. The lady comes over. She wants to go all white. If you want to go do the colors, you go star on top. You do Jesus. What do you do?
I do star on top, but it's always crooked, because I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the story of your life now, Steve.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it.
Now, he's been crooked for 26 years, folks.
And
25?
and it never comes out the way I want it to. But then I also do the garland. Okay,
Disaster.
It's what.
How about the
It's
tinsel?
tough. It's tough, but I
You a
am
tinsel
doing
guy?
this all on the ladder. I don't know what that is.
That's called the ladder.
The
Yeah,
tinsel? What did you just say?
Do you like tinsel?
What is tinsel?
That's the stuff that you like. It's not garland, but tinsel's the stringy.
No, I don't do
metallic
that. We don't
looking.
do that. We have a bunch of ornaments, and for me, I was the firstborn. So there's a lot of ornaments in me, so a lot of jealousy throughout the family with my ornament and my face on it. We got a Vikings one, so yeah, real
Now,
tree.
what do you do? How many days are you down when you get the sap on your fingers? That's a disaster. You go rubber gloves? You strike me as a glove guy.
No. I'm not that guy. I'm not that bad.
Bare hands. Those
No,
those alligator
bare hands.
paws. You get it
well-
level? Now you have to twist it in on the sides, right? The real tree.
It's the worst. It's the worst. And I really do it by myself. And, I should. I take a lot of pride in that. So as
Now, when
far
you
as
go to
Christmas
how often do you
goes-
water the plant? Do you put a little sugar
No,
into the water?
no. As soon as I'm up, as soon as it's up,
You're done.
I'm done.
Now,
I'm
then you just
done.
expect
Then
just a
it's-
dozen
then
presents
it's,
under that tree.
Then it's presents, and everyone else can take care of the tree.
Have you done your Christmas shopping yet?
No, I actually was looking last night on certain gifts.
Now, are you more of a Black Friday Christmas shopper? Hopefully
Cyber Monday.
We
I
work
don't
on
like
a discount.
I don't really like to go shopping because I'm a quick shopper. At least I don't like to go shopping with other people because they're a lot more patient than me. I know what I'm going to get. I'm in. I'm out. Bada bing, bada boom.
Me and my buddies back home, every Thanksgiving, there was about 4 consecutive Thanksgivings I wasn't with my family because me and my buddies would go camp out at Best Buy. And do
Really?
you remember the days where
With Madden?
No. I'll
Oh.
explain to you what we used to try to make money, and we would. So back in the old days here, this is how much time do I have?
It's 6:13.
I know. I need to break in like 2 minutes.
Did we get an answer here?
No,
on
I don't
Manager of
see
the Year?
anything breaking. Quite frankly, I'm over it now. There's a commercial break in progress on MLB Network.
So hold on. We're going to stay 30 minutes extra, and we might not even know
That's exactly right.
what the Manager of the Year award situation is.
It is what it is. All right, here we go. So back in the days of when Best Buy was a big thing on Black Friday, you would get a flyer, right? And here's the plasma TVs. They're on sale. They're $500 off, but there's only a limited amount in the store. And it would say on the flyer, there's 6 available at this store.
Okay.
So me and my buddies at like 6 o'clock at night, we'd be up there for like 16 to 18 hours. We would go up there. We would take a tent. My dad and my friend's dad and our dads.
You didn't camp out.
Yeah, we did. And I'll tell you why. Because at 5 o'clock in the morning, Best Buy employees would come out of the store and they would say, who wants the 65-inch plasma TV? And it's the first come, first serve. So what they would do is they would hand you a sheet of computer paper to say you're eligible to receive it.
Oh, my God.
So then what we would do is we almost got busted by the cops one time. We went in the store to try to sell the pieces of paper. You have to stay outside of the store. But we would stand there with the pieces of paper in our air. In the air and say, who wants the TV? And people would come fight and get into a bidding war, and they would give you like $200 or $300 in cash for a piece of paper.
Wow.
So that's what we would do.
Wow.
And that's how we would make money on Thanksgiving.
That's not a great way to do it, no? That's a little much.
That's called life, brother.
That's a lot.
People would come flocking to like,
Yeah,
and I'll tell you what. The power that I had over people in the Best Buy parking lot when I held that piece of paper, I'm like a junior in high school. I'm 17 years old, and I want that 45-year-old grown man and woman. I want to see a tussle on the concrete.
It's not great.
It's great.
Not great.
So what we would do is back in those days, this was like 2007, 2008, people would be after the new TVs and computers. Computers were massive. So people would be after TVs, computers, and video game consoles.
And there you are.
So there would be 10 or 15 available, and me and my buddies would strategize. You take the TV, you take the computer, I'll take the video games, and we would end up with like 10 sheets of paper, and we'd make like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, and when we go home, well, no,
or
we'd probably make like $500 a piece on pieces of paper.
And who gave you this bright idea? Was this just something that
maybe
developed?
One day we went up there, maybe one Thanksgiving, because we were looking for like a video game or something. Back in those days too, Guitar Hero was a big hit. I think maybe we saw that people were camping out, and we started to understand that they're camping out because, number one, maybe they just really wanted the item. But then we said, well, we don't want the item, but we want to make money. Yeah. So we would go sit there. We'd camp out all night long. Our dads would bring us Thanksgiving dinner in the parking lot. We'd have a heater. We'd have a tent. We didn't sleep or anything. But anyway, you're listening to the Miami Marlins Hot Stove Show. There's 14 minutes left. In fact, we're actually going to be out of here about 6:26. I don't see any indication that they've announced the Manager of the Year yet.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
I'm still watching on MLB Network. I think that's coming up in just a couple of minutes. We do need to hit one more break. Let's do it now, and hopefully we'll have some news for you when we come back.